Hi, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is trying to make these wardrobes look a little bit better. So these wardrobes were in the house when we moved in, and they're just, as you can see, the doors don't look very good. So the options were take them out, put freestanding wardrobes in, get some new doors manufactured, or try and sort them out ourselves. So my plan is just a cheap sort of fix, but which should look good. Is to put some trim on it. So I already done one set of doors yesterday, and I'll give you a quick pan of that just so you can see it in a minute. It's going to be a quick short video just to the point of how I've done this one, what tools I use and stuff. So the first process is to mark out where you want your trim. Now I'll show you what we've done on the other ones before we get too carried away. There you go, these are the wardrobes I did yesterday. You can see you've got a nice arc drive trim on them. Goes down the floor there. The trim itself. So the only thing left to do on these is these pins that I put in. I'm going to punch them in a little bit and a bit of wood filler over the top of them and the sand down. Literally, yeah, 2-minute job. So this is what we're going to look to achieve. So the first thing to do is to mark where you want your trim to go. Now I know what the measurements are on the other ones, so I'm going to mark that on. That was 6.5 centimetres from the edges, so 6.5 centimetres from that edge, 6.5 centimetres from that edge, all the way around, same on all the doors. And what I initially did on the other doors was I marked my 6.5. Just using the ruler. And then, so you can see how it's going to look if you want before you go. You could put some masking tape on, you could do that for the full shape and then you can get a feel for how big it's going to be. I know that's not 100%, just a quick demonstration. But I'm not going to do that on this one because I know the measurements I want. So all I'm going to do is mark the 4 points and then with a straight edge draw a pencil mark just so I've got a gauge when I come to put the trim on. And then once I've marked the points, to join them up, obviously just use a nice big long straight edge. So I'll put my pen. I will, as I'm putting the wood on, you'll see later on in the video, I will measure it as I'm going just to give me a rough idea when I come to initially stick it down. So what I'll do is I'll mark all this up off camera and then we'll go downstairs where I've got the saw set up and I'll show you how to do the miters and things like that. What I've done now is I've measured the pencil mark on, which you might not be able to see on here, but you can see it close. So, and I've joined it up so I've got a straight line up and down, I've got that shape on there. So next I'm just measuring the size of the pieces I need to cut. So just with my tape measure, I'm going from edge to edge. I can see that's on that 305mm, 3.5, and then 575. So I'd already measured that anyway. So we're going to go downstairs now and I'll show you the miter sort of cut them. I'll just do one lot at a time. So I'll cut the 4 pieces for that, stick them on, make sure I'm happy with it and that, so on. And if I make a mistake, I'm not copying it everywhere. So I'm ready to go. I've written my measurements down. This is from yesterday, but I've got the measurements written down and I'm going to cut my pieces of wood. If you're in any doubt of which way angles need to be, I would suggest cutting it on a bit of scrap wood to begin with, holding it up, having a look at it and going back to it. The way I'm doing it, this has got like a bit of a taller bit, so the tall bit is on the outside, the thinner bit's on the inside, so the angles need to be the opposite way of these. These are bits I've cut off yesterday. So what I'm doing is setting up my miter saw, it's on a 45-degree angle. I'm going to set the Hoover going in a minute so you won't be able to hear me talking. So just being careful with fingers. I'm going to cut the first angle. Once I've got the first angle cut, I'll then measure me gap for the second one. I've got the first cut. I know outside edge to outside edge is 575 on the longer runs. So 575. I've lost my pencil. I always put in the pencil mark which way the angle needs to go, just so I don't lose what I'm doing it, so it needs to be opposite swing to this. So again, 45 degrees on the other bit, get it lined up. See there, got my nice clean cuts. And then we can hang on. But I've got my glue, usual stuff I use. Again, screw fix, tool station, this stuff's from screw fix. It's a good strong glue. So what I do is I glue it on, but then I'm also putting some pins in to hold it in place as well, that I wood filler over. Not going crazy, just so it gets a good fix. Just little pins and a hammer. I'm just going to put a bigger light on, so that's what I'm doing. So I can see that that's on my pencil mark there. What I am going to do is just double check it with the ruler. I keep doing that all the time as I'm going. First one in. Take the process for the long bit. Slight interruption there, the delivery come, but it's back on it now. So the glue is pliable for a while, you get a good hour or so's movement out of it. Might have put a little bit too much glue on there, but I can easily rub it off in a minute. So with the bottom ones, I tend to just put one pin in the middle, and then I've got a little bit of adjustment if I need it. Like I said, the long runs too. What I will do though is before I pin this one, I'm going to put that final one on just to make sure it all joins up properly. So hopefully you can see that, it looks really smart. I'm just going to double check the measurements again. It's really good, so I'm going to put the pins in now. Sure that's not moved. Last one at the top, and then we'll do all the measurements again. And there we are, you can see, very quick process. The only thing I need to do is punch the nail heads in and put a bit of wood filler on, and I'll do the wood filler and then that once the glue's dried. So that's it, so I'll repeat it for the other three and I'll give you a shot of how it looks. And there we are, there's all the trim on, so you can see it's all nicely finished off. Literally all that I'll do now is once the glue's dried, I'll put a bit of wood filler in. I can't do that as part of this video because it's still wet, but I will show you the wood filler I'm going to use, and I'll give you a little demonstration on the other door that I did the other day. So I'll quickly do that just to finish off.
Alright.
So this is the wood filler I like to use. It's a pre-mixed filler. I get it from Screwfix or Wix normally, and for little areas like this it's ideal. So you can see there, or hopefully you can see with the punch, I've just recessed the nails in slightly. I'm literally going to take a small bit of filler and put it over the holes and then smooth it down. And then you can't see the holes at all. I'll give you a close up of that. So there's the before when you can see the holes, and there's the after with the filler on. There's the other bit, and I'll obviously rub a bit of sandpaper over that when it dries. So I'll do that to all of it, but that's where I'm going to leave this video for now. Thanks for watching. Like I said, please like the video, please subscribe, and there'll be plenty more coming on. The noise in the background is just baby Adina making a racket. So anyway, thanks again.